Hello everyone, it is me, Frank, the Blockbuster guy, and I'm here with two very special guests.
What's going on, you guys? I'm Tag, and I'm representing Shattered Shutdown.
What's going on, guys? I'm Blade, and I'm representing America.
And we've all come together to discuss the Ps Vita, or the Ps Vita, like some people would say.
Like normal people would say.
Like normal people, and the internet would say, and Sony would say. But you know, they don't know anything. They just invented the damn product.
We're going to discuss the good, the bad,
and the changes they need.
Because they're so damn ugly.
Hey, who would like to start this off? I know, it should be me.
Those.
So, we're going to start this off discussing all the things that Sony had promised about the PS Vita.
I already know my point.
There are so many things they promised about this handheld.
Promised us a lot of things.
Send around delivered.
Indeed.
They promised it'd be like the ultimate handheld experience, and to its credit, it has a lot of good things with it that it came with, but at the same time, it didn't really deliver a lot of the things it wanted to convey.
But on top of that, remember, America didn't even get a lot of it, like in our case, because if you compare everything you see in Japan and then with us, you will see that Japan gets most of the beneficials. Heck, even when it launched, it did better in Japan, of course. We got maybe 4 or 5 games? I mean, I saw my friend at school played the same game for 3 months, and he's like, there's not that many games to play. Literally, all he would play was the Street Fighter X Tekken.
That was very true.
Yes.
There wasn't that much. It's really disappointing. And then all of a sudden you look at a Japanese website or something and you're like, holy crap.
Look at all these imports.
Well, in some people's cases, they're like imports, but there are only some people who can actually play the game and understand it. Because, or wing it. There are some that just pick it up and they're like, oh, okay, no, I'm done. Or they don't even try because, you know what, it's true. I mean, it's really hard to play a game that you don't understand.
Yep.
Yeah, I mean...
Alright, well, sorry. The one thing that I was most excited about was when they advertised that you could take all your games on the go. You have no idea how disappointed I was when...
You found out it was a lie.
I found out it was a lie. Because I remember coming to you guys in school, and I was just like, guys, the PS Vita's coming out. Oh my god! Saints Row on the go! Skyrim on the go! Every game I could ever want on the go! Then it actually does research. Oh, only certain games are compatible. Okay, what's the compatibility list? Not this. Basically every game you could ever think of.
Except for this one.
And it's a PS1 game.
Well, at least they had Peace Walker to do that. Play on the PS3, save it onto your Vita, take it on the go. That mentality they had, they were supposedly gonna do for almost all major AAA.
Yeah, they made it look like, hey, you guys, you guys want to play in your house? Go for it. You want to keep playing? Take it on the go with you. Yeah, what happened to that?
Yeah.
Not many games did that. So.
Yeah, a lot. That was one of the biggest things that the Vita was gonna get and outdo, the DS and all that. And hell, it could have been one of the best. It would have been because think about it. Playing your main game, you have to go on a long ass trip or a trip out of state or something. Guess what? I can continue playing on my Vita all the time. Nope.
Not at all.
It was a full of lie.
But they didn't lie about the power of the thing. It's very powerful for the device.
I mean, no, don't get me wrong. I mean, after a long time, finally we got a decent amount of roster. I mean, at least now you can go to GameStop and actually find some decent games playable.
More than a Wii U selection. Okay, I'm kidding.
Not as much, but close. Which that's kind of sad. A handheld has more than a current gen. I mean, they're both the same generation, anyways, right?
I mean, the Vita came out 2012.
Did it come out before the 4 or after?
Came way before the 4.
Yeah, it came out way before the 4.
No, I'm talking about the Wii U because the Nintendo
12
too.
12, yeah.
Yeah. Okay. So you see, imagine both of them had the same, but both of them had the same problem.
Yeah.
Came out. Yeah.
Games.
I mean, don't get me wrong. I mean, for me, I'm one of those people who likes to import games. I don't mind it because when I look up the game that I really like, I already understand some of the concept of how to play it and what to do, so I can do it. But even with...
Can't really suck you into the story too much, though.
Oh, no, yeah, that is... No,
There's
yeah,
always internet guides.
Yeah, but It's not the same.
Yeah, it isn't the same. Watching it, but then experience it, it's two different things.
Oh yeah, but aside from that, like when it came to me, I was really pumped for the idea because like I looked at it, it was pretty big, it had a nice looking grip, the analog sticks were just right because
And it came with 2.
Yeah, well the original like did they make a PSP one that had 2 eventually at some point?
I don't think so.
PSP?
The original
PSP?
model.
PSP?
Yeah, which they did. Yeah, like
Did
after the original one, 1000 had only one. Did it have just one?
One. All
Yeah.
of them had one.
And then after that, they started making 2, and then onwards. But the point is,
Wait. We're talking about Vitas, right?
no, the original PSPs. I'm talking about the very original.
Yeah.
Because,
The one I have right now is a third.
Right, the 3000.
Yeah, and that only has one. The Vita is got the 2.
Yeah.
I was thinking,
that
I was
that
thinking
was
about
one of the main points.
Oh no, I was thinking about the PSP Go. My bad. All right, so
Oh.
yeah, the thing is, the analog sticks on the PSPs, like throughout all the PSP originals,
They were all good.
they were good, but the PSP Vita though, it felt so good. It's smooth. It's nice.
It was like playing like an actual controller on the
'Cause-
PS3 or PS4.
You got the original PSP, and like the analog stick was very rough, and it was firm.
And it kept breaking, like after a little bit of wear and tear.
Yeah, like everything cosmetically, all the buttons, perfect. And like I was really fascinated just with how it looked mainly. And for me, I was keen on the idea of digital games, especially with my PSP titles because I had a lot of PSP titles on my PSP, and I wanted to transfer them almost next to all of them on the Vita, the Vita because.
Unfortunately, you can't do all of them.
Oh no, not at all. I have
But-
I have over like 20 PlayStation 1 games that I've downloaded on my PSP. Not even 10. Not even 7 of them work on the Vita because they're not compatible. Which that really hurt me bad because like literally most of my library from PSP titles to PlayStation 1 classics, Sony did not really work many deals with the developers to get the licensing just to do it. So pretty much more than half of my library, that's all digital, remains on my original PSP or my PS3. That's one of the big
At least you can
things.
play them there.
Yeah, it's just they promised that, though. That's the thing. That was one of the big promises. Oh, we're gonna have.
But you have to realize a lot of these consoles and all that, even handheld, they promise a lot and not a lot deliver. I mean, there are some that deliver a lot of them, but then you always find like, hey, what happened to this? What happened to that? The Vita, unfortunately here in America, it's not the most popular.
It didn't sell that well.
Yeah, and I mean, I guess now it's starting slightly getting better because I do know some people who are actually like, oh, I'm gonna pick up a Vita.
Oh, yeah.
Heck, they're even bringing a new model in the blue one, which means the Vita's starting.
There's some special editions coming up. The thing is, a lot of people are more inclined to buy the Vita now, more in the later time of its lifeline. Because, like, a lot of people I know didn't even want to touch it for the first 2 years because there was no point.
Yeah, of course.
I mean, for me, I waited till 7 or 8 months ago to finally get one. And, yeah,
Same here.
I'm loving it.
We pretty much got it almost the same time.
Exactly.
I mean, I got mine, and then, like, 2 weeks later, you got yours.
Oh, yeah, it was...
And I mean, I really don't regret it just because the fact that, for one thing, I'm a huge hyperdimensional fan. And the fact that a lot of the new games, like the reboot and all the side games, they're all coming out for the Vita. So that was one of my interests to get the Vita because I love the shit out of that series.
And let's not forget when you and me were also in the Sword Art, and they finally released a Sword Art game on the Vita as well.
Oh my god, yeah, but that was... God, I don't even want to get started with that game.
It's just kind of sad that there was a good chance they probably would not have even came to the American, localization.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Due to how bad the videos were doing.
Yeah. I mean, the game was pretty... It was decent. My only complaint about it was, they didn't dub it over. But,
at least it came over. That's the
But
thing.
it came over.
It was last second.
Yeah.
Yeah, because that's another thing, unfortunately. Not a lot of titles, out of if we have a chart of the game, all the games that Japan gets and all the games we get about all the games that Japan get, we probably get about 30-40% of what they produce. So it's maybe Japan gets 10 new Vita games, and out of those 10, maybe we get 3, 4 at most get imported.
Right, I mean, I understand that, it's made in Japan. It's going to be there much faster.
No,
the
yes.
audience is there. But it's like...
So let's experience some of that, man.
Yeah, the support we get over here is next to crap. It's gotten so bad that Sony literally... I remember a little while ago declared it a legacy console. Not even the original PSP is considered a legacy console.
That's sad.
Yeah, like...
I mean, you have to also realize that one of the things that does bother me about the Vita was when I got mine, and with the PSP back then, you just need an SD card.
Yeah,
that's all you needed. Like, you can go anywhere and buy them.
Get
Now,
get the third party.
Yeah, now for the Vita, that actually kind of like takes me off because I got it and I'm like, okay, sweet, and I already have I have a bunch of content and it filled it up, and I'm like, oh, okay. And I didn't think about it. I just went and I'm like, I got another SD card, and then I looked at it and I'm like, wait, what? And then after that, you have to tell me that I actually have to buy a special memory card
from Sony only, which
yeah,
at first it doesn't seem that bad. Like, oh, okay, so they're just pushing their own brand.
They're expensive.
Not Japan though.
Yeah, in Japan it's cheap, like a lot cheaper. But then here, oh hey, I want like a 32 gigabyte. Oh, you're gonna have to pay more than $100. What?
Well, no, like, you pay like up to 60 almost when you get close to the 16. When you get to 30, actually, that's where it gets 80.
Actually, I have
You have 8 gig.
No, I have a bigger one than that. Actually, because after we had this discussion earlier, I actually pulled out my memory card. I think mine now is a 16 gig, and it cost me like $40.
Right. The 32.
Yeah, I'm looking at a weird website.
Huh.
I went to GameStop.
Well, no, like, it all varies. Between the chains, it varies. But overall, the 32 gig, I think is that the highest, or that's...
I'm pretty sure that's the highest.
Right. Last time I checked, it was between 70 to 70.
Yeah, it was like 60 something.
60 to 80.
64. It's like $64.99.
Well, at least it went down just a little bit. But
Yes.
But overall, that's the first thing. Like, the prices are outrageous. And the reason why I'm assuming they made that their own special type of SD cards, because, like, they don't want people to pirate. Like, they don't want people to get, like, their own SD cards loaded all those games. They want their own firmware, which, you can't easily
it's
do
nice,
the
but
same stuff.
It's nice, but at the same time, it sucks.
But I mean, either way, even if I wanted to do that, they have a content manager. I can plug it into my computer.
Okay. Now, that guess that's what I was just assuming. But yeah, overall, the idea of just getting more gigabyte space is just an extra hassle. And if you're a big guy like digital content like me, you're not gonna get, like, you won't be able to fit, like, unless if you're fitting a lot of the old games like for the PlayStation 1, it'll fit no problem. But right there, it's just a stop to the foot, because, like, what are you gonna really do? Like, oh, you download this, delete that.
Technically, if you were to get if you got a 16 gig, you only be able to hold like 8 games. It's maybe 7 to 8 games, because each game is like maybe 1-2 gigs.
Yeah, but that's the powerful new ones. If you got mostly old games,
right?
Like
I mean, you can fit like a bunch of those.
Oh yeah, because they're not that much.
Yeah,
but like, let's say you're a downloadable content guy, or you're a totally digital guy, and you want to download games. You want to keep doing it. You'll probably fit like 8 games on 16 gig, which means you'll probably fit like 16 on 32 gig.
Not counting downloadable content too.
And not counting DLCs and patches.
Installation updates.
A lot of shit.
Yeah. So, I mean, you're probably going to want like a bunch of memory cards, and those are going to cost you like hundreds of dollars.
And the thing is, like, it's like, in terms of how much price it is, you either choose, alright, maybe buy 2 8 gigs, or maybe 2 16s.
Actually, I think they sell 64 gig for like $129.
Oh, come on now, who, like...
I mean, I'm not gonna, man, I remember when $129 can get you a DS Lite way back in the day.
I mean, not many people will want to buy 120 gigabyte. It's not that much amount of money.
No, just 64 gig.
Yeah.
64! Oh my god.
But then again, to a certain degree, it really does kind of suck in terms of that.
And you know the sad thing about memory cards? They promise you 64 or 32 gigs, but really it's just like 30 gigs.
Hey, you don't have to worry about it. It's America. We don't have that many games.
True enough, and not just I can't worry too much about it either, because more than half of my games are not even compatible.
Exactly. So you see,
that's what really gets me upset. Because you look at the original PSP library, like what was available for you. You had your PSP games and you had the PS1 games. Sony went the extra distance for the PSP. They got all those licensings. If you had games like from Naughty Dog, Crash Bandicoot, like all of them were available on the original PSP. You had Insomniac, Spyro, 1, 2, and 3 worked for the PSP. You think, oh, those awesome PlayStation 1 games work for the Vita? No. They're not working the deals with them. They could do it, but they're not going to do it.
Yeah.
And the sad thing about it, one day, like I think like a year ago, Sony made a big mistake with a patch update where they accidentally flipped the switch and turned on all the games from the PSP and the PlayStation 1 games. They're all compatible into the Vita. Like for an entire day. Like games you could not normally get in there were working fine. And it was one hell of a day from what I've heard. Like, once you download them in there, like it doesn't matter if they're no longer compatible now. They work permanently on your Vita, and you can re-download them anytime. So the thing is, they have the power to do it, but they don't want to waste the money on going to the developers and asking permission and making a deal for the licensing.
It'll take too long.
Yeah.
And they're lazy.
The thing is, if they did that, more than half the people that had the PSP would go straight to the Vita, upgrade already.
It's like, what game I would really love to play on my Vita?
What?
Third Birthday. That game was freaking amazing. Like, I think probably one of Square Enix's like best PSP games like I've ever played. That would have been so great on the Vita. But unfortunately, because of things like this, I can't play that game on Vita. Hell, I can't even play half the PSP games I have on Vita anymore. Because,
Yeah, and for me, like one of the main games I want to play, Metal Gear Solid Portable Ops.
Yeah.
That would be nice.
Just to get that available for me right now, I would have to make a new profile, delete my profile off my Vita, make a brand new one, either go for a Japanese PlayStation account or a European PlayStation account, specifically European one. Get that account on the Vita, go online, buy like a foreign currency, get the right amount of currency, then buy the game, and then bam, it's on my Vita. One game. And the thing is, guess what? European one, it's English and English dubbed.
That's just too much damn effort, though.
Yeah, but guess what? That's what some people do to get
And on
access
top of
to
that,
what they want.
you can't you can't even like put like your credit card information and all that, because I've done that with the Japanese store. Like I put my credit card information, I'm like, buy it. Of course though, they're not gonna recognize the fact that I'm using American money on a Japanese game. Like you actually need to buy one of those cards.
Currency.
Yeah.
But you can. It's not that hard, but
it's annoying because on top of that, you have to like, what is it? You have to go. You have to actually order it
just to get converted.
Yeah.
And like, for example, in Europe, the euro I'm pretty sure outweighs the dollar.
Oh yeah, it does.
So basically, you're paying like the euro. I guess is like $1.84 compared to $1 US. Or if you convert a euro to US dollars, it's like $1.84 unless it's gone up again. But I mean, basically, you're spending even more money, like than the game is actually worth in your country, or if they didn't even release it in your country. But either way, you're spending more money.
It's just a long process. I mean, it is possible, but it's a long process, and then you're gonna have to deal with the fact that you're never gonna have an English setting again.
Yeah.
Well, that, and you can't really access your account.
The consumer has to go through so much sometimes just to get access to that one or a few games because, like I said, the US PSN, it gets really piss poor support compared to Europe and Japan, and it's just mind-boggling because like if they got this support, it would do better. The thing is, what I honestly believe Sony crippled themselves with the Vita. Like it feels like it because there's so many things they could have done to make it work better, and it's a shame.
I mean that's why they're not doing that much now with it. Like I mean, there's still games coming out for it and all that, but at this point they're focusing more on like, of course, their newest thing, the PS4, and the PS4 has been doing great. It's ahead of everything right now, so they don't honestly they don't really have to even do much for the Vita anymore. The fact that they still are, I mean, I'm a little shocked, and after everything it's gone through. But like I said, I can't say much either for that because the Wii U, oh my god, it had a terrible start from the very beginning. I think that one had it worse than a Vita.
I mean, let's just compare it to a 3DS instead. I mean, it'd be more fair. Like
the DS started better, a lot better, and it got a lot. but it got more content.
Game-wise?
No, game-wise, no. But I mean,
but they after treatment, like they messed up. It's like, oh hey guys, look, we're gonna make up to.
Yeah.
If you were one of the first people that
that's what I'm saying.
when
It
they
had a
nothing,
better.
And I was one of those.
You got the ambassador board, which
I got that thing on the original day, and then I remember Javelin came to me like a month or so later. He was like, "Yeah, I'm gonna get this thing. And it's gonna be $99." I'm like, "How the hell you manage that?" Oh, well, one, they reduced the price to like $160 something, and then I'm gonna use a coupon, and I'm trading something, and I'm just like, but I paid $250 for it. I even remember getting like bitched out by my mom for spending that much money on something, and like that was back in the day before I even had a job, so that was like allowance. Like I'd save for months for that. And like I just remember I was like kind of mad because I was just like, I mean, I love my console, but I love my DS, but still I'm just like, damn, I paid $200.
To feel that, but the thing is, Nintendo.
But Nintendo, they made up for that.
Yeah, and that's the thing though. They actually fixed the problem. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
They had, even though they both had a bad start. Regardless, if you look at it still, Nintendo
fixed it. Like, they gave me back my childhood. Like, one of the 10 games in there was Kirby and the Amazing Mirror.
The thing about the Ambassador program, it's basically this. You get a lot of classic games off the boot for free, and aside from that, if you have a Club Nintendo thing and you link your thing to it and you're an ambassador on there, you basically, every time they release a free game from, let's say, the 3DS, the Wii, the Wii U, you get them for free. For life, practically. Like, not the rewards, but just the games alone. You would always get them to show that, hey, loyalty support, here's a reward. Club Nintendo, baby.
But yeah.
And the thing is, that was really great. I mean, they didn't do that for the PSP.
And that's why I'm saying though. Technically speaking, regardless, the at the end when they came out, they started bad. But guess what? Nintendo at least fixed it.
Sony never really.
Sony unfortunately didn't. They just kept it like that. And maybe like once every like 2 months, something new came out. Like maybe at most a new game came out. But you know, in Japan, every like month, like 4 or 5 games, woo. And in America, every like 2-3 months.
When it came to promotional deals, Japan always got the deals. Like,
and because
people complain about the prices, Japan got lowered the price for that. Memory card price problem, Japan got it less. It's like,
yeah, and then
show some love, throw some bone.
No, and like I said, even if you're like, oh hey, but you know we could still have, well, like you, PS1 games, PSP games. There are people who are like, okay, well even though we can at least play our old. Nope.
Nothing.
Not like I have a crap load of PS1 games. Woohoo! Digital, let's do it. Only use 5% of it. God damn it. And that's if you're lucky.
Yeah, and like overall. Like you said earlier, they're planning on the PS4. The thing is, the PSP Vita, no, they had a lot of plans for it. The thing is compatible with PS3 as controller and certain such with titles.
Not as much the PS3 as the PS4.
Right. The thing is, the fact
that was more meant for the PS4.
The fact that they had plans to make it a controller for the PS4, means that they
actually it works pretty damn good as a PS4 controller.
Yeah, I've actually tried it.
I kind of think about it as like I wanted to compare it to probably like a Wii U gamepad. It's kind of the same concept.
I mean, if you think about it, it is. I mean,
but it's just smaller and better.
And the analogs are on top. The buttons are on the bottom.
Yeah, well, that too. And like the other thing is, like, for example, I was actually trying this out when I was playing Final Fantasy Type 0 yesterday. Like, I was just like, oh no, I have to like go downstairs, I have to go to the bathroom or something, but I don't want to stop playing. Link to the PS4, gotcha. Walks away.
I mean, you could have spent that whole time just going to the bathroom and pausing it, but the amount of time you spent just doing that with your PSP kind of kills the point. Rushing to the bathroom.
Not even. I was not in a rush.
Javelin would understand.
Javelin would understand. Calls me one day. Hey, Keanu, guess what I'm doing? What? I'm shooting people. I'm shooting zombies on COD. Why is this important? Because I'm on the toilet. Did you really just call me? Yes!
Nintendo power. Plays in the bathroom.
I mean, hey, PS4 can do that now with the Vita. That's pretty good.
Speaking of Type 0, you know what's the funny thing about that as well? Alright, so you have an amazing library from the original PSP. And one of those games was Final Fantasy Type 0. And what do you know? The HD remake. Yeah. It's coming it came out from the PS4, right?
Yes.
Came out from the PS4. I was thinking of the PS3 for a second. But I was like, alright, this looks amazing. What about the Vita? No.
At least we got Final Fantasy X remastered.
The thing is, what never makes sense to me. It was originally on the PSP. I understand porting it to the console, but why not port it also to the handheld that?
It's like, I grew up. I got more powerful. Yeah, we don't like it anymore. Console.
What makes it even more confusing? You could connect it from the console to the Vita. It plays perfectly fine, like if it were supposedly meant for it. But yet, initially, why the freak can you not?
But going back to the controller thing, actually, the PS Vita actually makes it a pretty reliable controller. I'm not gonna lie. Like, I've had times where, well, I'm that person who I can't afford to buy another PS4 controller because it's like 60 something bucks. But like, I'll be that guy. Wow. But I'll be that guy who's like lying in bed, just playing PS4, TV, got the headphones in to the controller, just playing. All of a sudden, no, why is my controller dying? Damn it, I need to charge the PS4s all the way over there. So then, I'll just be like, wait a minute, pause game, link PS Vita, go charge the controller, continues playing.
I mean, honestly, I've had
pretty useful
for me. For me, it's happened multiple times where I'm like, I can't find my PS4 remote. Oh well, Vita.
Yeah. There's a lot of good uses for
it's
it.
great, but it's kind of sad because that's not the intended purpose of the Vita.
To be a controller?
No, it can be. No.
It can be, but it's the intended purpose was for us to enjoy a really good gaming experience on the go.
Never happened though.
I mean,
hey, you can go to the bath on the go.
On the
I
go.
mean, to its credit, for me, I always play my handhelds in my bed, and that's how I like to. Like, just put the blankets over.
But if you're a little kid, though, it's perfect for that because it acts as a screen. So like, mom busts in the room. Go to bed, child. Okay. Like the PS Vita. Other the covers. Is that PS Vita? No.
What's that like?
It's not
my pillow, man.
My pillow, man.
My pillow just lights up, man. I don't know what's up with that. You might have to check it for cancer.
But yeah, the Vita does have its perks, but
heck, if you hack it, it could be one of the best
in
general.
If you hack it.
In terms of the power on that thing,
well, in terms of going back to the whole, taking your games, taking your profile on the go, it worked pretty good for let's say Borderlands, I guess, because Borderlands you had to, what was it? What was it on PS3?
It was Borderlands was on the PS3.
They made a remake on the PS3, and then they also ported over to PS Vita as well. They made a PS Vita game, right?
They imported Borderlands 1 or 2?
Was it 2? I think it was 2.
It was 2. They made 2 for the old gen and then current gen.
Yeah, they made 2 for the Vita and the PS3, right?
I think, I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, so it's like you could port your profile over from that,
And I think it came with all the DLC. The thing is, funny thing is, a lot of the PSP games, let's say they originally came with the console, you get the ported Vita version, but what do you know? It has all the DLC. That's cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, makes it a lot more easier. It does. And honestly, yeah.
But I was really looking forward to using a dubstep gun on the go.
That would have been nice.
On the go. Just on the go.
Do you guys have anything else you wanted to cover real quick?
I'm pretty much, don't get me wrong, but there were things that I hated, but it's not like I fully hated with it. I still like my Vita.
I love my Vita.
Overall, over everything, I'm glad I wasn't I didn't buy it first day, but, even though I bought, I'm glad I bought it now because I have so many Vita games I can play now. And, well, that's because I also waited a long time, but regardless, I have Vita games and I haven't been beating them yet. I'm glad because last thing I want is to be my friend who just literally stood for 3 months straight playing that Vita, only playing Street Fighter X Tekken.
I love the Vita too, and I see so much potential in it. I just really wish Sony would try to put the extra mile because if they really did try, I honestly believe it can outdo the 3DS.
Hands
down.
Yeah.
Don't get me wrong. I honestly, when the Vita and DS were first introduced, I honestly thought the Vita would have outdone it. I mean, 2 analog sticks. It can handle a lot different games better.
Browser,
I mean, heck, in order to have 2 analog sticks on your DS, you have to buy an extension.
Circle Pad Pro.
A Circle Pad Pro
$14 and it's AAA battery operated.
AAA, and on top of that, they're easy to break. So that was something that pissed me off. But the Vita, no, Vita already have both analogs. You know, very playable, and it has a touchscreen on the back. The back part is a touch, which I still haven't really used it much. But I know that some of my friends have.
I didn't know, but I found out of it by accident.
I found that in Battlefield. I tapped the back part and I threw a grenade.
Yeah. I mean,
that was a terrible thing. I killed my teammate.
Like, the accessories for the Vita are just as they're really good too. Like, awesome.
But it could have been better.
Yeah.
Unfortunately. But
overall, as much as we have a lot of hatred for the things that have happened to it, what it could be, or all the other essential things that we despise in general, we still love the Vita. And really, really hope that one day Sony decides to do something with it instead of just branding it as a legacy console and just letting it ride off into the wind.
Please, Sony, don't treat it like the abandoned stepchild.